The hardest thing that in my 10 years of being an author, the hardest thing that I've had to come overcome is losing momentum. A lot of people don't talk about this. And those that do, they don't elaborate enough on it. For me, like losing momentum, there was a period. So I published my first book in 2015. And from there, I'd always have each year like 2 books a year coming out, maybe 3 books a year if I was on point. And then COVID hit. I know we're not too, well. The pandemic hit. This probably video is going to be flagged for me saying that, but anyway, who cares? The mystery illness hit, and then I was just on fire just because I could write all the time. And then I released 4 books in from 2020 to 2022 or 3. I released 3 to 6 books. I can't remember. My vision's memory's hazy now, but I was just on a roll. And those were my best years because momentum was picking up, and it was a beautiful thing to behold. And then a member in my family got diagnosed with cancer and then recovered from it, but then passed away. And I was dealing with that for a period of 3 years. So from 2023, 4, 5, realistically. No, 2022, 3, 4. Cycle on those lines. Anyway, and I was dealing with that and hospital appointments and back and forth, and it was a crazy time. And then because of that, my writing suffered. I wasn't creative. I didn't do anything. And the momentum I'd gained, I'd stopped. I had partnered with another author, Chris, and we'd released a book. Let me just get it for you folks. Released a book. So Space Star Nexus, released the first one, Star Nexus, but it was Nexus Empire. This book, we released it, and I've got to give a shout out to Chris because without him, he kept me going, and he would write it, and then I would edit it, and then add my own flair to it. And it's a 6-book series, and yeah, during that time, this is the only thing that came out, but it was a joint effort, and I think because it was a joint effort, my fans were used to my style of writing. This series is a great series, highly reviewed, highly recommend to read it. But my fans wanted some of me, and that year, 18 months, where I didn't put anything out, I think I lost a lot of fans because of that. Because things are just going. If there's one thing I'll say to any inspiring creator is never stop. So I didn't put a book out for 18 months to 2 years. And that sounds, for no one in the know, that sounds, that's okay. Like my favorite author hasn't put a book out in 5 years. But in the indie space, speed is everything. The more books you put out, the better it is for you, for your brand. You're just in the ecosystem of people's, 1, attention span, 2, of Amazon and the other algorithms, and you've just got something to promote. And then I put out Echoes of a Lone Wolf, and it didn't do great. It didn't do great because people had, 1, forgotten about me, and 2, this book, beautiful cover. I love this cover. Shout out to Shane. But people were not used to this style of story from me. This style of story is a space western with themes of revenge and heartache and grief. And my normal stuff was A-Team mixed with Guardians of the Galaxy, mixed with a bit of Marvel-esque. So think of a lot of explosions, funny, that sort of thing. A nice popcorn sort of read. And this was more introspective. Plenty of action, plenty of things that happened. It wasn't a navel gazing book, which means the character didn't sit in a blank room and think about things. Things happened in this book. But again, there was a heavy theme of grief in this book. And yeah, at the time of writing, was my hardest book to write. I based the character off my grandmother, main character of my grandmother, and it was hard. It was so hard to write. It just, yeah, for whatever, it was like drawing out blood for a stone. But put that out, didn't do what it was meant to do, and and I should have expected that, because again, momentum is everything. And if there's one thing that I've come to realize, regards to me promoting my books, this YouTube channel, everything else, just be consistent. Consistency and momentum go hand in hand. That was really stupid, but consistency and momentum go hand in hand. And yeah, there's one thing that I'll take away from my 10-year author journey is keep on just putting out books, putting out content, just keep on writing. And I forgot to do that. And I did pay the price in some ways, but we all need to grieve. And the hardest thing to do is come back from a high. So the easiest thing I can say to you, if you're watching this or listening to this, is starting from zero and climbing is a lot easier than climbing, getting to a certain point up the mountain and then stopping and chilling and then trying to get back up that bitch. Oh, it is, it's not impossible, but it's just, to restart is just so hard. And the perfect analogy I can use to this is thinking about a rocket shooting into space, like that trajectory up there, like going. And if it stops, it just plummets back. Just don't stop, keep on going until you break through. And yeah, and these videos are more for myself, just to remind myself what went right or what went wrong for me. I can see like a visible point in my journey where, because of grief and things I was dealing with, that 18 months really hindered my growth. Whereas if I'd keep on putting out books and stories, then I would have kept on growing. But yeah, that is the lessons for today. Momentum is everything. Momentum is everything. Momentum and consistency. Like I said, I'm going to do this weird thing hand in hand. But anyway, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. I don't say that enough, but anyway, I will see you a lot later. Big kiss. We out.